Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Captain Shack here, and welcome back to Awakening of the Rebellion. I'm playing a closed beta testing version of the mod that hopefully will be coming out soon to you guys as they work out all the bugs. I've been given permission from the developers, some of which are actually, we're streaming this over on Twitch, actually in the Twitch chat right now with me. We're going to be starting a Black Sun campaign. That's what they've said that I'm allowed to play. We go to Galactic Conquest, we jump on to Awakening of the Rebellion. We're going to play on hard because one of the mod authors has said that they're having trouble beating the game on expert, and that's the guys working on the mod. And I'm not very familiar with this faction other than fighting them as the Rebel Alliance or as the Empire. So we're gonna jump in as the Black Sun, leading the criminal organizations to corrupt the universe on hard. 103 planets total. This is the beginning of a new campaign, a new season. We're gonna be playing this one, I think, up until they release the full release for this to the public, and I'm allowed to play through the storyline version of the Rebels. So hopefully we'll have it beat right before that starts. I'm really excited for that when that release comes out. But all right, Black Sun, Awakening of the Rebellion. If you've never actually played this, well, the original game, Empire War Forces of Corruption, which is what you need to play this mod, Awakening of the Rebellion, available on Steam fairly cheap. It's a pretty decent by itself strategy game. Ground combat is a little but space combat's a lot of fun. But there are a ton of mods. So if you're new to the channel, watching this first episode, I highly recommend, one, subscribe to the channel. I've got tons of videos on mods throughout the development of a number of Empire War mods, and I also keep up with them as they go. Check out the ones that are out there. There's so many great mods. So our mission, the Empire and the Rebel Alliance are taking more notice of our cause, and as a result, more of the forces are being devoted to eliminate the Black Sun. We are a much greater threat than ever before, and as such, we will be seeing large-scale attacks against Black Sun-held worlds. Use your initial credits wisely to upgrade and expand your forces and prepare for my revenge on Darth Vader and the control of the total galaxy. Okay, we have to remove both factions from the universe. Let's go ahead and pause this real quick and see what assets we have at our command at the beginning of the campaign. All right, as criminal scum, we own the Outer Rim territories, at least a portion of them. We don't own Utapau, though. Let's turn on all the things so we can see all the little bits of data for every one of the planets and what they've got. The little dot indicators are your space stations. If you've never seen this before, underneath is how much credits that each planet gives you. On the left is the special things that the planet gets. And I notice right away, just looking down here, we don't have a capital ship production yard. I don't see the symbol for it. I don't believe, unless this is the symbol for it. Isn't Sullust a capital shipyard? This planet can build frigate and capital shipyards. So actually, no, I correct that. It looks like, nope, not a capital shipyard. This planet can build capital ships. So Geonosis is one of our worlds where we can build capital ships. It can have a capital shipyard, and does it actually have one? Because that would be really useful really early on. Try to figure out where our assets are and what we need to be holding. And what territory are we just going to have to give up? I played a little bit of this before I started recording for the episode, and I was losing handedly. And I was like, okay, got an idea how hard this is going to be. I'm going to have to play very conservative and make sure I don't lose all my forces right away. Tatooine looks to be the money producer in the Outer Rim. We've got other territory, too, we're going to look at. 336 credits. I probably want to get that buffed up a bit. The Empire has a number of units. Oh, something that we have to do before we start. Because this is a test build, let me zoom in on Ryloth, home of the Twi'leks, and sell our probe droid. That droid is a testing bit, so we can see what's going on. Hey, Shaq, it's Mind Destroyer, new name, same money. Oh, thank you, Emperor. Mind Destroyer. Appreciate for the 100 bits. Appreciate it a lot. All right, so this is what we got going on down here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move the few ships that we have. Oh. Don't distribute this version, blah, blah, blah. Appreciate it. We're going to move the few units we've got. As the Black Sun, we have a weird variety of ships from all over and all eras. So we've got like a lot of Clone Wars era stuff. Like you'll see a lot of Separatist stuff. Even some Old Republic stuff. Here's an All Dark Quintons. Looks like we own 2 planets right here near Baccarat. Not a lot else, and no way to get to it unless we blow through intersection 1 to Thyfera. Got 2 planets here, Thyfera and Fondor. Thyfera is actually, no, Fondor is a capital ship production yard. Yeah. Up in the north, what do we control? Ord Montel. We control all the way out to Ilum, but I bet the Empire is going to have something to say about that. And we have Jeddah, which is a new planet for the campaign. All right. I think we might run. Over Ord-Montel, looks like we have a decent-sized fleet. We have a Venator up there and our Quintons. And some guy named Zekathine, known to some as Patches due to the blue molting of his skin, was a half-human, half-alien who was regarded by the most vicious associates. Governor-based income increase. Ooh, nice. Okay, you need to stick around someplace and continue to give us money. Why don't I take you and put you on the planet's surface? That'll be a little bit easier to defend so we don't lose you. And then we'll pull in the rest of our fighters here to help us defend this world. Up in the north, we have one single world. I think I'm just going to surrender this planet. And sell everything associated with it to get us a little bit extra income. I can't sell the space station that we've got now, what it looks like. I wish I could, but I can't. We're just going to have to leave that there. I'm going to be pulling back from the front lines. Now, Mandalore, the true seat of power, I think, for us. What can we already build here? We could put down $4 grand of our income into Mandalorian planetary defense structures. Mandalorian planetary defense protects Mandalore. Old Mandalorian battleships, like the Condosai, can be built here and called in during battles against it. Yes, we need this. Defending our territory. Yeah, no, that needs to be a thing. We also have the wheel. The wheel's a casino floating in space. So if we can hold these 2 planets, we'll be looking pretty good. Polis doesn't really need to be sitting there with any ships. Let's go ahead and pull you back. I think I might build you. And give us some kind of heavy firepower in the center. What is this? Plasma burst satellite. This is one of our defensive stations that can shoot energy beams. All right, let's go ahead and pick this up as a defense unit and the ability to build some Mandalorian ships. I hate to say it, but I think I'm going to abandon these planets and move back toward the wheel.
Plane speed.
And join up there. In the south, we need to worry about what we can actually build down here and increasing our income. We're bordered to the Empire and, ooh, Kamino's right there. Let's scout Kamino with someone. So we do have, what do you get? Hands out special missions, gives bonus to income, it looks like, and lowers construction time for planetary control. Wow, all right, you need to get put someplace like Tatooine. Let's see if you can increase the income from Tatooine if it looks like Jabba's might already be doing that. Let's see. It increased it a tiny bit, but not a lot, actually. All right, let's scout out. We do have, learning all my units as well, saboteurs, stealth units, and spread Black Sun corruption. That's how we actually corrupt territory. We're gonna move you guys over here.
Progress.
You're stealth, and I'm just gonna have you sit on Kamino for right now. We should probably move some defense units up to the front line, so we're gonna go ahead and just move you guys all up from here. Where are our heroes? We've got a few interesting ones like Boba Fett. Looks like he's over at Mandalore right now. Ooh. Oh, nice. We already have the Kendosai Dreadnought sitting in orbit. I dig it. Perfect. Get you guys joined up. That'll be Boba Fett's fleet for now. I'm not convinced that you're going to be able to do anything on your own, so I'm going to pull you back to Taurus. We're kind of consolidating our forces right now. I hate to say this, but I'm going to do it. I am falling back from... for giving up our operations on Trandosha. Yep, we're giving up our operations on Trandosha. We're going to invest someplace else. Okay, I'd like to know what they had at Utapau. Actually, Naboo would be the better place. If we take Naboo, we can take Zar. Zar is a gas giant, and it has Tabana refineries. That could be a lot of income for us. Keep an eye on PopCap. Fair enough, yeah, PopCap is actually quite close. So we need to be careful with that. Can we build capital ships in the north? Because I'd love to make a play for the Tingel Arm. If we can go for this territory early, I'd actually be really happy with that. I may even, to the point, leave Ilum to the Empire. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to take these ground forces off, though. I'm leaving this Ice Moon. It's not worth a ton, and I don't want to waste time trying to defend it, so we're going to pull back from there. I think Jägerminer is going to be our big plan. Go for Jägerminer. try to take it, and then try to take Muunilinst. We need to do a little bit of scouting to find out. Who do we have? We have a lot of stuff we could build up here. We got Mandalorian Mercs. This would give us, what is this? A Condosai battleship. Nice. That's another one of those battleships. We also have Saboth Mercenaries. Mercenaries are feared by even the Galactic Empire. They found old Saboth cruisers from before the Clone Wars and refitted them with heavy weapons like mass drivers and long-range turbo lasers. I don't know their ships very well, so it's going to be interesting to build that and find out what it is. It is 12,000 though, so it'll be the bulk of the income that we have. But percussant, we need something heavy. I think we're going to go with Mandalorian Mercs.
Hiring.
Mandalorian Mercs up here, and then down in the south, we may focus on making some cash. Tatooine, Tatooine, you're going to be one of our stronghold worlds, and also an income generator for us. So, why don't we upgrade our space station here to help us defend it? This is going to be a fallback point for us.
Constructing.
And then in our next income drop, so next week, we'll go ahead and unpause now. We're going to pull you guys back from here. Next week, we very well might... Who's over here? Hey, it's Liberation! Look at that. Oh, it's Liberation. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. This is fine. We corrupt this? Spread corruption. We receive critical information about the system regarding the buildings and fleet garrison. We'll also be able to bribe planetary officials. Sabotage and destroy units. Not right now, because I can see there, and I'm not really worried about taking it just now, so. Rhodia and Tatooine. With the Empire so close to our border, this worries me. I'd like to get a spy on Faline and Naboo. Do we have any other stealth units that we can move? You're a stealth unit. 5% combat bonus for all units in space. All right, you're going to stick with us. Who are you? Guri. Human replica droid. Sold to Prince Sizor and meant to resemble a human female. She serves as an assassin and later even as his concubine. She enjoys Sizor's complete trust, became his right hand, designated number 2 in the Black Sun hierarchy. Interesting. I don't really want to send you out, but I will send IG over there. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's move you over here. I might actually take you behind the lines. Put you in your own fleet and have you go scout. I want to know what the Empire is doing. We have a mission. Looking for intervention, crime. To establish ourselves as the leading criminal organization in the galaxy, it is of the utmost importance that we spread crime across our and the enemy worlds. Fulfill the mission I give you, and more criminals will join us. The mission for you might also become more frequent, and my rewards for success better, so be sure to take care of them. Oh, so this is literally like my crime indicator. We haven't gotten any other missions yet. And we have the budgets of the other empires, which looks like they are building stuff on Intersection 4, Raxus Prime, and Mygito. Empire. Rindil. Enslaving the Wookiees is more of an Imperial thing. I'm actually leaving. I left Trandosha and actually abandoned all of our outposts there so we could fall back. Wait, you're a capital ship production yard? Frigates. You can build frigates. Interesting. We're going to have to figure out what fighters I like, too. That's going to end up being a pretty big deal. We may abandon Scipio and Dothamir as we fall back. I'm not sure what they're... Ooh, what are you? Night Sister hunting parties? They have energy bows and plasma-generated string arrows. While the bow may be considered outmoded in the contemporary blaster, the skills of the hunter more than make up for the deadly accuracy and high penetration, which makes them lethal against living beings. They themselves are vulnerable due to unarmed, therefore best taking advantage of their range and agility. I kind of want these, but we're really broke and we need to work on making some cash. Speaking of making cash, what can we do to increase the income of this planet? We could build a cantina and get wasted. We could increase by 0.3 plus 20 credits. That's the black market. Black Sun Outpost. This is our main outpost for our defense. Local market, Black Sun markets, like all others over the galaxy, are quite possibly makes the most profit out of them. Weapons, vehicles, ships, everything can be bought here. Some things for giveaway prices, others extraordinary prices, especially with ooh. Oh, we could actually get Clone Wars era stuff from that. Okay. Oh, but ship traders specialize in steal and in selling stolen ships. Doesn't make us any money though. I'm gonna say let's go with a black market, 0.3 increase, and then probably a tank dealer.
Constructing.
Gotta worry about that income. And we're already making 322, so 0.3 increase wouldn't be half bad. Let's take it. How's Naboo looking? Naboo's not bad, actually. I could knock this out. Let's go check the intersection 3 and then Fall Lane. Fall Lane has no ground area for it. It's got a disease ravaging it, so there is no ground battles to take it. Intersection 3 doesn't have any surprise enemy units. We're waiting for the week to go by. And Fall Lane is very takeable. We could go, you know, winning battles makes us money. And if we can do a raid on Fall Lane, actually, we might as well do a raid on Naboo if we're gonna hit anything. We don't have to do a ground battle, but if we do take it, we can hold it with ground units and make that extra cash. So that's probably really well worth it. The one right next to it was a 0.5 increase. Yeah, but I wanted the, I wanted what I could build out of that structure. That's why I put it down. It wasn't just the income I was putting that down for. Speaking of increase income. This planet is already making us a decent amount of income, so we could go for, ooh, Swoop Arena, 2.5 increase income. Let's do it. We're putting a Swoop Arena there. We have to make sure we hold this world. We can't lose it. So, if we're gonna hold it, why don't I move some Clone Wars era armor over there to help defend it?
Vehicle in production.
Get one more tank there. I think we're gonna do a raid on Naboo before the enemy has a chance to really respond. What do we have for ships here? It's not a massive fleet, but I think it'd be enough to take Naboo's orbital. Let's go. Our first battle. We're learning. We need a fleet lead. Put some fighters in there. We're gonna learn a little bit about how these units work. All right, they're on their way. Let's see what's over at Mulistar. Nothing. No fleet there. Aradu?
Battle imminent.
Okay, the Rebel Alliance is attacking us. And they're attacking us at the place that we abandoned. They do have a sizable fleet up there. 3 dreadnoughts, an advanced assault craft. Okay. Auto-resolve. I wish you could sell the space station. I really do. All right, our fleet's about to arrive. Tsar is the real goal. I just don't know if we're going to be able to afford to invest
Tactical battle imminent.
I just want to break this station. If we win the space battle, I believe we get paid for everything we kill because we're criminals. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe we get credits for salvage. So it's worthwhile for us to fight constantly for battles we can win. We don't want to get too far away from Tatooine. I'm a little worried the Empire could come down and attack us.
Squadron
All right,
reporting.
who are you guys? Are you the Howl Runner squadrons? No, you're not what I thought you were. The I-7 Howl Runner Starfighter is a new development from Incom. Built for the Empire, it specializes as a short-range fighter. It comes with an armament of 2 laser cannons, is equipped with shield generator. While not revolutionary fighter, it still fares better in combat versus the now aging TIE fighters. It's named after the carnivorous canine from the planet Kamar.
We're going in.
I actually thought for a second these were the Mandalorian starfighters that we see in Rebels, but apparently not.
Reinforcements.
All right, Prince. Oh, what do you have? What are you actually? Oh, okay, never mind. You're not coming
Cancelled.
into battle. You're just gonna sit there. I need to send you back someplace else. You do give a 10% combat bonus to all ships.
Ready for
All right, let's get our best. Let's get our best sensors. We're gonna slow boat it forward. Oh, they aren't that far forward. We're bringing in a Providence class, old Clone Wars vessel, just coming out of hyperspace. We got it on sale. They do have a. It's a tier 2 space station. We need to make sure we don't lose any ships here.
Boarding in.
I kind of wish I had Boba Fett down here to deal with all those ties. All right.
Main cannons.
Start moving forward. I need to see what your range is. Figure out what your weapons look like. What are you armed with? Heavy turbo laser batteries, heavy ion cannons, a couple of hangar bays, 2 squadrons of fighters, which are right here.
Plotting course.
Come here away from that ship. I want you
Calling for me,
all to
sir.
break off.
Squadron reporting.
What are you? You are the cloak-shaped fighter.
Weapons.
He's got
ready.
launchers. He also has an overshield. Nice. All right, Providence is going to take point
What do you need?
on the attack. I don't have the resources to be
C95,
losing
stand by
ships.
for that. Order received.
We can
It's
handle
not yet.
it.
Stop. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Where's my frigates? Frigates will be coming in and flank. Hopefully you've got some decently long-range weapons.
Form up. Underway.
Whoa. Yeah, you guys got that heavy cannon.
Ready for battle.
All right, we're breaking that space station. That's the goal. And it looks like they're actually breaking to engage us, so they're not just going to sit there. All right, all fighters engage, engage, engage. Get the Gazantes in here. Get the cloak shapes in here. You're already overloading your shield. I'm actually going to get you moving
Roger
and
that.
get you two firing at the space station.
They won't know what
Actually, go after the support.
En route.
We're going to drop everybody else out of hyperspace right now.
En route.
Oh, wrong one.
Reinforcements
You?
cancelled.
What are you? That's the bodyguard. And she does have a decent-looking ship. Let's put you in here.
Reinforcements en route.
I recognize that vessel.
Reinforcements en route.
It's weird
Reinforcements
that
en
I
route.
recognize some of these characters. Oh, Geonosian mercenaries. I don't know what your strength is. So there may be some silly losses. Oh man, how are you doing? You've already had to kick your
Anytime.
overshield on? This isn't good, guys. I may have overestimated how strong a Providence class actually is. Go ahead and start falling back. Let's take out their anti-fighter capability. We should be able to nuke that pretty quickly. You keep falling back. We need to win that space battle, boys. We haven't even hurt the space station yet.
direct fire at their lasers.
All right, take them out. And remember, unlike normal, hard to port, hard to port. The rest of you engage. You won the day. Good. Now take out the other ships. We need to pull back. Oh, do not lose this Providence. Man, Providence is dying fast. To a couple of support ships at a tier 2 space station, this Providence is taking that big of an
All right.
ass kicking. I'm gonna bring you in to get the bonuses.
Primary engine system is down.
Frigate here.
Engage. Frigates engage. You should be moving out of range now. I think you've lost your engine, so you've slowed down. You have the assault ability, get in range.
Weapons online.
Space station's about down. He is still losing subsystems. Fall back, fall back, fall back. Yeah, this thing seems super weak.
We attack.
Hey, you're getting your shield back. Good job. I mean, I get it's old Clone Wars tech, so it's not surprising. Can you guys take out those ties, please?
Roger that.
We can go and turn that off. Well, let's double check our poor Providence. I want you just straight line away from it as you launch your fighters.
Accelerating to attack speed.
So far, so good. I think we're all right. Cloak shapes, can you go ahead and take them out?
Picking up signal.
Should probably read what your armament is. So cloak shaped fighters, heavily armored interceptor with 2 lasers and 2 missile launchers. Excellent. Our money is going up as we win, and the Providence did survive. I'm so glad you made it. Oh, I'm so glad you survived. Providence is a long-range broadside vessel. It's not meant to be a brawler. It's still the tankiest thing I believe I've got, because I don't think the frigates are meant to be tanky as well. So we have nothing here that can take any kind of damage. Battle is won.
Approaching.
Jeddah's about to be attacked. Oh, crap baskets. And the Empire has taken that intersection. I have nowhere to retreat from, so here's what we're going to do. What would I sell you for? 900 credits? That's better than losing it. I'm going to sell you guys, and we're going to retreat with the fleet.
Brigade standing by.
Brigade standing by. How goes that Mandalorian? I ordered like a Mandalorian ship up here. Yep, 53%. With this, and it looks like a Venator that I've got up here. I think we do have a Venator and an Acclimator. We might take a real hard push for Jaeger Minor, so the Empire can't produce vessels up here, and then Muunilinst, if we can hit them hard enough. We'll deal with this fleet when we come to it, so we're going to have to keep building up some heavy units. I need something tanky in the south, though. I need something that can be that frontline brawler. Now that I know the Providence is supposed to be close range, long range broadside ship, apparently. We can get a higher level space station. We can build, what is this? A freighter for making money. That's right. Yeah, the HF 901 freighter increases, it just makes money. I'd like to invest in that, but I don't trust us being able to survive. Mercenaries. They use a Corona-armed frigate, which has been refitted with turbo lasers and ion cannons to fight bigger, more efficient ships. Ouch. These are the Geonosians that we brought into the fight. After the Geonosians were almost extinct after the Empire attacked them to cover up for the Death Star, Most survivors developed a deep hatred against the Empire and will join anyone who fights. These generations, okay, that's a small frigate. I need something with a bit more oomph to it. But none of you really have it. I don't like the idea of ion cannons. Yeah, I picked up on that. Good to know, Aurelius. That ship needs to go in for broadsides. Because there was one scene where they were broadsiding. Let's see. We're gonna wait until that's done.
Construction
Yeah,
complete.
we're gonna wait till that's done. I'm about to bail on
Construction
Fondor,
complete.
but I don't want to give them
Tactical
another...
battle imminent.
Holy crap, Trandosha. How many ships? Mostly fighters. 3 dreadnoughts, 2 that, and a crap ton of fighters. You know what? We're gonna fight this. I want to see what a tier 2 space station gives us for defense, and I want to see how many of those fighter squadrons we can take down. You'll probably notice that the music's been turned off. Yeah, the original Awakening the Rebellion series that I did has gotten claimed like crazy.
Ready for action.
We're not going to spend any money on
Weapons
income. There's those R41s. This is a neat ship. I believe it's got concussions. And it's got ions. Really? Disable power to shield, slow down fire rates, movement speeds. And keep targets from retreating when they have no shields. That's useful. That's really useful. We also get a couple of small patrol frigates. Like 2 of them, and a Gazanti transport, because when you're in combat, this is what you want. A freighter. Oh, good grief.
Frigate responding.
All right, we're kind of just waiting for them to come to us, since none of these maps seem to have the little defense stations anymore.
Ready for action.
It's quite a weird mix of ships. Go ahead and fast forward. Allow their fleet to arrive, since we're on the defense. We might as well fight underneath the guns of the station.
Moving
Stay
to
here.
destination.
We're not going anywhere. Z95s as well. What in the world are they doing?
We've located the enemy.
All right, here we go. Holy crap, here they come. All right, we need to do as much damage as we can to these enemy fighters that are coming in. It's our only goal in life right now.
Command.
Enemy fighters. R41s. Go after the Y-Wings and see how many you can take down, how quickly you can take them down. We do have a single dreadnought coming in. The rest of them will break out soon.
Roger that.
Stay out of the way of the dreadnought. It will kill you. I need you to keep your fire on those enemy fighters that are coming in. We just want to cost them some credits. Might actually be able to wipe these fighters. There's only Y-Wings in there. If there was ever anything we could shoot down, it's probably Y-Wings. Station's gonna die. Yeah, I'm not here to win this. There's no way. Heck, switch targets to the
Primary target acquired.
Corvettes, and the off chance we might be able to switch targets onto that. Yeah, we take a if we take a Corellian Corvette out, I'll take that as a victory. Almost all those fighters are dead. They are dead. Go after the Corellian Corvette, all of you. Much damage you can get. Come on, a few more hits. Nicely done. Switch targets to the other one now. Costly battle.
Our target
Switch targets to this. Oh, they got it.
Cruiser here.
Do they have anything else small?
Awaiting orders.
They've lost all of their support vessels? Holy crap, we might win this with just starfighters. Oh, that poor Gazanti. When I did my first tabletop campaign, I had my players start off as prisoners aboard a pirate Gazanti just like this. It was fun. I had them roll their first roll of the game, and to teach them kind of like how rolling works and how the dice work, is that I made them all roll a resilience check. It's one of the skills that you've got in the game, to see who would wake up from the chemical that they were given to knock them out, right? And one of them rolled so poorly that it was like, you may never wake up, and this campaign is over for you. They're like, what? I was like, no, you're gonna be out for a while. Yeah, so what's happened here is they've lost their supporting vessels. So we're just sitting here torpedoing the crap out of them, and their heavy cannons can't track fast enough to hit us. So I've just ordered them all to take out the shield generator. The Gazantis will probably be the first things to go. Not surprising, they're big enough to actually be hit by the larger cannons. But like, good luck hitting Z95s with those big guns. It was Tabby. Yeah, it was Tabby. Am I not hitting? I don't think we're actually hitting the shield generator. Switch targets to the shield generator.
We're going to fire.
There you go. There you go. Now we're cooking through it. Did we take out the dreadnoughts? They are starting to get lucky shots. They are hitting us.
Z95 standing by.
Poor old Z95s. I like the paint jobs on them. Malamber, thank you so much for the tier 2 for 15 months in a row. Appreciate the support. Pirates are desperately fighting to hold on to Trandosha. In reality, the higher-ups have already written it off. All right, we're going to go ahead and fast-forward this because there's only 2 squadrons left. I do want to see how much damage they managed to do, but I don't think they're going to win this.
Reporting.
Go R41s. You've got this, boys. You might actually take the shield generator down. Damn.
We have
If I was the Rebel Alliance, we would have won that. Just saying. Look at the losses. I'll take it. These are what, 250 or 300 credits a pop? At least they used to be. Everything's been rebalanced now, so who knows. So that might slow down their ability to take more territory out here. That planet is going to be theirs, though. See, what I'm worried about is those dreadnoughts are going to have to take down. If they start pushing for Mandalore. Ugh. So the conversation was about what should we build? We have a ship dealer. We have a ship refitter here. We have a Black Sun outpost and a droid factory. A ship refitter. A trader for old ships that are modified to use pirates. Blah, 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 blah. Let's go ahead and get a larger space station back here.
Beginning construction.
I'm told this is how we get bigger vessels. Oh, we can get Mandalorian mercs. We can get a Kendosai down here. Scratch that.
Building cancelled.
We need this in our lives. Can we not? Oh, there's a build limit of 2 of them. Do I have 2? Or I just don't have enough money because they're 13,000. Yeah, that's probably more accurate. That's more accurate.
Tactical
The
battle
cheapest thing that we can
imminent.
get here is the heavy cannon, so we'll go ahead and pick up one of those. I'm real worried that, well, honestly, that Camino is going to say, you know what, Shaq? We're going to take out your base. So we're going to send over Rebel 1, and we're going to send over the Liberation. And that right there would be enough heavy guns, I think, to win that battle. Including the number of fighters they would get for that. All right. Looks like the Empire is pushing out. Jedda's finally going to be theirs. 3 Star Destroyers. Is this a victory? It's a victory. The victory icon looks a little too big, doesn't it? Like, it throws you off, makes you think it's a full-size Star Destroyer because you see it next to the other ones. Little wings, though. We're pulling back. All units fall back. Abandon space.
Reinforcements en route.
Copy.
Reinforcements en route.
Activated.
All right, we're going to take
Moving
our
to coordinates.
special units back, the ones that are actually paid for. Every ship counts right now. What did I
Reporting.
say about leaving? Oh, you're taking up escort position around the frigate. Yeah. That's fine.
Frigate reporting.
You do that. That's fine.
Frigate here.
We're leaving.
Preparing for jump to high speed.
There's no way we're going to do any damage to that. Dun, 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 dun. And we destroy the space station as we warp out. Hyperspace out, excuse me. Been watching a lot of DS9 recently. So if you hear me mispronounce things or say things like warp out, yeah, that's why. I kind of want to build acclimators, but a part of me is thinking, you know what? The only reason you want to build these shacks is because they're super OP in the remake mod. The Acclimator was the first employed during the Clone Wars. It's armed with additional aftermarket turbo laser cannons installed by the Black Sun, as well as 2 proton torpedo launchers, and it is excellent in a small carrier role. We would get Z-95s, V-Wings, and R-41s. That is a lot of fighters. Also, torpedoes are lovely. It's kind of shit when it comes to armor, but we do have heavy hitters, so this might be the perfect support vessel. What about the Recussant, though? Speaking of Clone Wars era stuff, let's see. Our developed Recussant class light destroyer. These ships utilize bulk during the Clone Wars. Should be anti-fighter, I believe. Have countless laser cannons, several turbo lasers at their disposal. By now, many of these old ships are available at the black market and are highly in high demand by pirates. Can shoot down enemy torpedoes and rockets. That's pretty sweet. Why are there 2 different versions of the frigate? Magnificent. Yeah, it looks identical. Same cost, too. I don't know. Money, honestly. You should probably be putting cash in them. 2.5 times planetary income. Wow. And you get all of that for a garrison. Done. What are you? Oh, it's the plasma burst. All right. Let's get some cash coming in. Let's get the money flowing.
Building under construction.
And we still need to spy on these guys. Can any of you build something that can go invisible? No. No, we don't have that capability up here. Do I have any units up here? Boba Fett, where are you? We're over in Mandalore. I don't really want to pull you out of there just to do some scouting. Honestly, I kind of want to... Ooh, that's risky. Oh, they have Concord Dawn, and look at it. It's actually destroyed. I love it. You should retake Concord Dawn. Not right now, though. I kind of want to pull our entire force and go punch Muunilinst in the face and then hit Jaeger Minor with the same fleet. That way we can connect our 2 fleets and own this entire Tangel arm so we can, you know, deal because we're so disconnected. That might not be a terrible idea. And you're building defenses and income. We're broke right now. Do we risk it? Do we risk it for the biscuit? Do we have the Mandalorian shipyards? Okay, we do. I feel like this is defended enough. Wow, you're expensive. Kaldabi battleship. Oh, is this the cannon one? Heavy, let's see, it's a heavy capital ship competing with Imperial Star Destroyers. It can take a beating on the hull, but has no hangar, so it needs supporting ships to defend it. Do we mount an attack on Muunilinst? Could we get there fast enough? We could leave this fleet in support of Mandalore and take the Mandalorian defense fleet out. Or connect the 2 of them. All right. I'm pulling out of the wheel. We're going risky. We're going super risky. Boba Fett, you've got a job. We're mixing these 2 fleets.
My talents go to waste here.
We're going in. We're gonna pick up some ships at Scipio, and we're gonna hit Muunilinst, and we're going to do a raid on Jaeger Minor.
Construction complete.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna play some conservative. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what he said. And here we are, Jaeger Minor. Wait, who's in the lead of this fleet? We're not gonna actually do a full attack. I think we're just gonna go and raid and do some damage.
Lost.
I confirm.
They took one of our planets. Here we go. I don't know what they've got at Muunilinst, but I don't think it's much because they pulled ships off. This is why I want to do it now. Their main fleet is here. They've only got a tier 3 station and support craft and 2 GR-75s. But I didn't set, for some reason my fleet lead got reset or something. But anyways, doesn't matter. Where's Boba Fett? Boba Fett was supposed to be in the fleet lead for that. He is, or something. He's just gone. All right, whatever. Let's do it. Oh man, now we won't have to fight those dreadnoughts around a space station if we win this battle. I'm real concerned about the capital shipyard in the north, and the idea of owning the northern area makes me happy. Boba Fett did take point. Beautiful. You are my most important ship in this fleet. Fett.
Choose your reinforcements.
Let's get a command ship in. Here it is. The big badass.
Coordinates.
Taking this thing away from Mandalore, because this ship's duty was to defend that planet. I took it away from there. I hope that wasn't a mistake. You have a weird ability. Brace for impact. Readies the units systems and crew for incoming ordnance. Reduces the damage taken for a short period of time at the cost of movement speed. All right. Interesting. We'll make it work.
Over. As you wish.
We're gonna move forward. It's a small space station. What do you get? Tiber Zan is one of the 9 Vigos of the Black Sun. Trade, drug smuggling, and spice glitterstone fall under his jurisdiction. Insanity glares in his eyes. Invoked by his many drug adventures, he frequently hunts dealers of other rivals, as well as baiting increasingly more exotic hunters on his prisoners. What? Some of this needs to be worked a little bit. All right, let's bring him in. Oh, he's the one with the rail guns. Right.
Have a job for me.
It's weird playing a faction I'm not very familiar with. And he gets his, like, second in command. Ah, yes. All right, I think it's gonna be support fire.
Roger.
Weapons charged.
Hold your position there until I can get you some backup.
What?
Weapons on.
So move up a little bit closer.
Right away.
Join up with him. The Black Sun. Managing a criminal organization this large, that would be the worst job in the world. You'd have to be. No, it'd be awful. All right, you're anti-missile, right? So what I wanted to do is bring you in close, but not straight up in the front. We'll bring in a frigate. We know this thing has a long-range cannon on board, so we can kind of sit it in the back and let it snipe. And then you kind of act as a makeshift carrier, so we'll wait until we can get a little bit closer. Looks like the space station has a couple of long-range cannons itself that's starting to put down range. Yeah, he's in range. Stop. We have the advantage. We have the big gun. So either they're going to sit there and look pretty, or they're going to actually come at us. How small of a target can you hit from this range? No, you're only going to shoot the space station. That's fine. Looks like our shields are holding, so we're fine here. I want to creep you ever so closely forward.
Yes.
I'm super paranoid at losing ships right now because we can't afford to replace them. When are you going to decide to come at me? I'm actually piercing the shield with this fire.
They won't be ready for me.
Wow.
My plans.
Oh, my plans. Uh-huh. I'm giving you some anti-fighter support in the way of Kazanti frigates, or freighters. We'll put a carrier in the back.
Navigating.
Go ahead and launch your fighters. All right, here they come. Boba Fett, time to do your thing. You got them bombs?
I'll be
You got
right there.
you got that thing I sent you?
I'm on it.
What? Coming about.
I'm here.
Pop it. Pop it, pop it, pop it. Detonate. There it is. There's the detonation. Now get out of there, Boba.
Moving out.
All right, your carriers are here. Go, 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 go. Anti-fighter support is en route. R-41s with concussion missiles en route to take out the Y-Wings that are coming in on our starboard side. Go ahead and launch those missiles. R-41s have missiles, right? There they go. Yep. Chewing them up, cloak shapes. Rest of you heavies, you engage the space station and go. Star Vipers, engage those fighters.
I copy.
We have 1 against all fighters. I think we've won the day.
Initiating attack.
Everybody push forward and engage.
Our target priority is the laser cannon.
Everybody push forward and engage. Those are the Mandalorian starfighters I was talking about. Ah, they have a weird spinning. All right, let's get some more anti-fighter support here. We need to make sure we're winning this completely. There you go. They are rebel fighters. Holy crap, look at the fire coming off these guys. He gets what? Carbonite ammunition, which I think is a disabling weapon, and then hail of bullets, which I'm just gonna have him go for it. What does this actually do? Overloads the weapons, which results in constant fire, but low movement speed. Eat old school bullets. And this battleship gives no craps. It's just wandering through. What's Boba Fett doing? I am a little paranoid that he may die. His shields were failing. The dagger class? Is that what it's called? Try to find it here.
Victorious.
Hey, there's the victory. Muunilinst orbit is ours. We don't have the ground troops, I don't think, yet to take it. And we didn't lose a single squadron? Excellent. No salvage collected, though. I wonder if we're missing somebody who actually can get salvage.
Tactical battle imminent.
What do we got? All right, our raid on Jaeger Minor. Now, we're not coming here to win this battle. We're coming here to see what they've got. and to do, we've got a Venator, so we've got some free fighters that we can use to our advantage. So we'll see what kind of damage we can do. I'm actually thinking if I retreat from this battle, if it'll send it over to where the Mandalorian fleet is, so I can group them up into one big mega fleet, and then we can divide them up for defense. Cloak-shaped. It's the Fang class. Gotcha.
Choose your reinforcements.
The Mandalorian starfighter is called the Fang class, is what chat says.
I copy.
Bring in a carrier. We have 2 carriers in this fleet. Holy shit, look at the cannons on that thing. What are these? Heavy turbo laser batteries. Turbo laser. Yeah, but your shields are meh. Your armor's, it's all right. Looks like you get Arc 170s.
Proceeding.
Oh, cloak shape, fall back. Ah, there is a Golan platform there. That's a lot of heavy cannons. We're not going to be able to break that.
Roger.
Not without
C95 here.
maybe baiting the fighters away and getting fighter superiority. Let's bring in the Venator as well. A little bit farther forward so we can launch his fighters. You squadrons, sit back with the rest of the fleet and just sit there.
Squadron reporting.
So,
Star Destroyer standing
what do you
by.
get? 2 complements of T-Wings, 2 complements of Cloak Shapes, 2 V-Wings, and 2 R-41s. Didn't mention the Arc 170s that it launched. I thought there were some, right? There they are, Arc 170s. Yeah. I mean, they might not be. They might be just using the... Yeah, they're just using the icon. That is a weird fighter. The bubble cockpit.
Roger that. T-wing standing by.
All right, boys. I have a plan.
Ready for
But
orders.
it's a stupid
Reporting
one.
in. Ready. Took the cheap option, huh?
I took the cheap option, huh? Is that what T-Wings are all about? They're just the cheap option? I love
What
it.
is your order?
All right, all fighters. I have you grouped. Let's go.
Let's get this over with.
See how much damage we can do.
Right away.
They're not gonna break? They're gonna break. They're gonna break.
Okay.
Fall back. Fall back. Fall back.
That doesn't get us killed.
How many? 2 and 1? That's not bad. We can deal with that. We can deal with that. Come on, TIE fighters. You know you want to fight of this big apple.
Fine. All right. Keep your eyes open.
A little bit closer. They're falling back.
T-wings ready to go.
Nope, you gotta come at us. I'm not gonna risk the expensive carriers. I need to get them out here. Yeah, Carrick, you know you want a little bit of this. Let's scroll up a little. Let's move a little bit closer. Let's get their missile launchers in range so we can pierce the shields. Don't get too close to those Carracks. They will eat you. This is like their one job. All right, hold position there. All right, they're invested now. Let the heavies take care of it. Let the heavies take care of it. They've got this. Not a problem for them. Yeah, not a problem for them at all. We're not going to bring in any more ships than what we've got here. Let them chew it up. Nice, nice, nice. Don't go in. Hold. Hold. With those big cannons. Oh, I love it. That thing is more gun than ship at this point. It used to be a transport. Do you remember? I bet you don't. I can't even see what's left. Oh, there's a dreadnought in there. All right, all fighters, go. Their cover is dead. Move in. Oh, I like the paint job. That's the thumbnail right there. I gotta find this scene in the video later and find that as the thumbnail because that looked good. We're gonna eat you. Now, it still doesn't put us out of the field because they've still got one more, like, squadron. Not bad, though. The Braxonant. Is that what it said? Braxant. Dreadnought.
Moving to coordinates.
So, that leaves us with a few squadrons left. The Transport of Death. Yeah, exactly. Looks like we did end up losing one squadron of Z-95s. The Z-95s aren't amazing. I still think the Golan platform could potentially kill these 2 ships. I need to give them an advantage, so they need to lose. We need to take out the enemy shield generator. So you arcs. These are all free fighters, by the way, so we're not going to lose anything if we...
Over there. Can you
they're all garrisoned. I need to take a look at a Golan platform a little bit closer. There's the shield generator. What else is it armed with? Long range, long range. It's got some pretty heavy cannons on the port and starboard side. Wouldn't mind taking those out. This is Awakening the Rebellion. We are playing as the criminals. Everybody but the V-Wings. I want just you guys to engage the starfighters. Go after the interceptors first. You can clear them out. We'll be looking pretty good. All right. Let's see how well you do. Oldies but goodies. Come on, ARC 170s. Get those torpedoes on target. Ooh, there goes a couple of our bombers. Looks like they broke off first. Can't see anything in the smoke and explosions of their... Did they do it? They didn't. They didn't manage to do it. I don't think they're going to get another shot. No. Nope. And they got a Carrack now. Almost, though. They almost took the shield generator down. The next wave is already coming out.
Ready for command.
I feel like Cisco in that Fallen Angels episode.
Roger, ready, sir.
Fortune favors the bold, whichever one it was, where he was like, send the fighters in again. Trying to bait the Cardassians. Well, we're going to send the fighters in again. I think this is going to be our last reinforcement. Yeah, this is our last reinforcement. We get one more wave. Into the meat grinder for the crime lord. All right, here we go. Oh, wait, we got one more cloak shake just came in. How many 170s? So this time the 170s, I want you guys to hold back from the rest of the fleet. You would think one more could do it. All right, I've ordered them to move in. I've ordered the arcs to kind of fall back for a second and now go in. There, that way you're not taking the brunt of the flak field. I wonder if it would be better to come in at an angle. I wonder if this is like damage over time because it's flak. I'm starting to think yes. It looks like flak, right? Does it operate like it though? Come on, boys. Nope. Too many Carracks. We can't pierce it. We can't pierce it. We need like two more acclimators to have enough fighters to really get this done. It's not worth fighting it. All units fall back. Well fought. I don't think the Dreadnought was a free one. I think we actually destroyed that, including some of the starfighters. So we'll take that as a victory. Those arcs didn't even fire, right? Next time we do an attack, we should have the arcs come in from a different angle, but at the same time, and see if flying around those explosions. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. So we did manage to fall back. We jumped to the nearest friendly space, which was Muunilinst. That means we have one gigantic fleet now. Time to take the fight to the rebels. They're about to lose a couple of heroes. So, you're gonna take our territory, huh?
Destination received.
You're gonna fly into our space and take our territory. Let's talk about that. Let's have a conversation. How you doing? It's just a single fire spray. There's nothing going on here.
What do you need? Coordinates confirmed.
Choose your reinforcements.
All right, how do we want to play this?
Are you going to keep wasting time?
We don't want them to fall back. We want to fight this. Need to build a bunch of bombers for those things. Well, building ships is kind of a problem right now. Look at our income.
Enemy unit sighted.
That's easier said than done. We have to be careful. We could lose this if we're not careful. All right. Here's what we're going to do.
Right away.
Point defense.
Coming around.
Venator.
Got it.
Long range support fire.
Confirmed.
Carrier.
Right away.
Carrier. Anything that gets past the Boba Fett charge explosion has to go through a couple of the blockade runners. These are blockade runners, right? Heavy Corellian corvettes. Black market modification CR-90. The engines are now protected by heavy armor plates to make them less vulnerable to fire and make flights possible even under the worst circumstances. 4 heavy turbo laser towers let the CR-90 have some serious threat to anti-fighter operations. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. And you know what? We'll shore up our right-hand flank.
I see.
Protect the carriers with that. Couple of Gazantis in the middle.
Reinforcements en route.
For whatever other fighters get through.
Reinforcements en route.
Now, who is our bomber? Is it you? Super Fighter Squadron? Constructed by Corellian Engineering, yet only pirates and Blackskins can use it. Slow, but heavily armored. Starfighter possesses two torpedo launchers and mass drivers. Can easily dismantle TIE fighters. I don't know if I actually want to use you in this fight. Let's wait until it starts, and then we'll have you come at an angle. All right, rest of the fleet has arrived.
Reinforcements en
Heavy
route.
cannons are firing. All ships are launching fighters.
Yes. In progress.
Hold. Boba.
No problem.
The Fett.
Standing by. Got it. Received.
All right, I'm just going to have you pop it. Go right in, just for a bit. And pop it and run.
For them. Moving to position. Warm up.
Fighters engage, fighters engage. How are you holding? You're not holding. Holy crap.
Awaiting your command.
This thing is labeled as tanky.
Your command,
Yeah, about that.
sir. Engaging the enemy.
About that.
Kadabe battleship reporting.
Hard to
Coordinates
port.
received.
You need to leave.
I await your
You need to
instructions.
engage. Like right now. You need to engage. Take out those Nebulon Bs.
I've got a lock. What do you need?
Give him point defense. Give him point defense. All fighters engaged. You don't need to be patrolling. You need to be raking a run for it right now.
We can handle it. Battleship standing by.
Actually, go to port.
En route.
We're going to clear out the port side. What are you doing with this turn? Engage. Now. We're going to lose the Kobe. How did you take so much damage so quickly? Okay, we're coming in with the heavy bombers on the left-hand side.
En route. Reinforcements en route. Reinforcements en route.
Oh! Shields are starting to come back. Shields are starting to come back. He doesn't seem to have his missile defense system like I thought he would.
Ready.
Nice. Those ion cannons will look great. Keep ioning. Ion the... Oh, you're doing good. Keep doing it. All right, you've ioned him. Let's switch targets. R41s.
They're falling back. Yes, sir.
Trying to run. Oh, thank you. I mean, yeah, it was all part of the plan. Ah, they ran. But we didn't lose. 2 Nebulons, 1 Dreadnought, and they lost their hero. Yes. That thing just started eating
Corruption
damage.
has been removed.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to stop here. Go ahead and pause it so we don't get nailed again. We pushed out and managed to take Muunilinst. We know what they've got at Jaeger Minor. It's definitely something that we can easily capture. That'll take the Empire's influence out of the Tangel Arm, basically controlling the entire area up here. From here, we're probably going to have to split the fleet and reinforce Mandalore is what I'm thinking. Let me know what you guys think, what our plan should be. We've got a little bit of an income increase so far. 3,622 is where we're at. I'm not quite sure where we started. I may look just to find out. There's where our income is going. If you see things on here you think we should sell, let me know in the comments. I look forward to reading your thoughts on this campaign. New faction, new heroes, new AI making it way harder than we're used to playing, even from the original game. It's going to be fun. All right, I'll see you all in the next episode. Later, everybody.